Hello and welcome to the Subpar stream. As you can see, I'm here playing Cuphead. Now, this game came out in 2017, but back in 2014, I saw pictures of it in development in a Game Informer magazine, and I've pretty much been following it since then, like just waiting for it to come out. And then, of course, when it did come out in 2017, it was Xbox, exclusive, so I couldn't play it. They did eventually port it to the Switch, but I don't have one of those, so I couldn't play it then. Then finally, a couple months ago, they finally put it on PS4, and I got that right away. And I just played, I played the heck out of it. I even got the platinum. So I decided, hey, you know what? Maybe while my skills are still a little, while I kind of still have the skills in me right now, like maybe I should just do a stream of it or like a playthrough of it. So anyway, here I go. So you can see my 200% profile, 100% for the first playthrough, and then the other 100 for beating it on expert. So new game, and you can see you can play as either Cuphead or Mugman. I believe when it first came out, only the second player could play as Mugman, but I think they fixed that now. But I'll play as Cuphead. Once upon a time, in a magical place called Inkwell Isle, there were two brothers named Cuphead and Mugman. They lived without a care under the watchful eye of the wise Elder Kettle. One day, the two boys wandered far from home, and despite the Elder Kettle's many warnings, ended up on the wrong side of the tracks and entered the Devil's Casino. Inside, Cuphead and Mugman soon found themselves on a winning streak at the craps table. "Hot dog!" exclaimed King Dice, the casino's sleazy manager. "These fellas can't lose." "Nice run, boys," laughed a newcomer. The brothers gasped. It was the casino's owner, the devil himself. "Now how about we raise the stakes?" he suggested with a toothy grin. "Win one more roll and all the loot in my casino is yours," the devil boomed. "But if you lose, I'll have your souls. Deal?" Cuphead, blinded by easy riches, nodded and grabbed the dice for a throw. "Good gosh, Cuphead, no," cried Mugman, for he understood the danger, but it was too late. "Snake eyes," laughed the devil while slamming the floor. "You lose." The brothers trembled in fear as he loomed over them. "Now about those souls." The brothers pleaded for their very lives. "There must be another way to repay you," Mugman stammered. "Yes, but please, mister," Cuphead added. "Perhaps there is," the devil snickered, pulling out a parchment. "I have here a list of my runaway debtors. Collect their souls for me, and I just might pardon you two mugs." "Now get going," the devil roared, kicking the boys out most rudely. "You have till midnight tomorrow to collect every one of those souls. Otherwise, I'll be the one collecting yours." Cuphead and Mugman were terribly frightened and ran away as fast as they could. "Come on, Mug," panted Cup. "We have to find the Elder Kettle. He'll know what to do." So there's the story. Your typical, accidentally selling your soul. Let's see, what a fine pickle you boys have gotten yourselves into. I know you don't want to be pawns of the devil, but if you refuse, I can't bear to imagine your fates. You must play along for now, collect those contracts, and you'd best be ready for some nasty business. Your debtor friends won't be very friendly once you confront them. In fact, I expect they'll transform into terrible beasts. Take this potion so they won't hang you out to dry. It will give you the most remarkable magical abilities. Now go to my writing desk and use the mystical inkwell there. You need to prepare yourselves for a scrap. So now we've got control. Like I said, go to that table for the tutorial. But right now I got free reign, so anyway. Duck, hold down to crouch, jump, X, hold tap for a short, hold for a high jump, so tap, hold it like that. Dash, quick evade on ground or air, so I'll just show this here. You can dash like that. This part is actually kind of infamous. I guess when the game first came out, there was like either a Let's Player or a tester or a reviewer that couldn't get past this part right here. Descend. Drop down from certain platforms, so you can see like that. Kind of like in Contra. Square. Shoot. Hold for rapid fire. And thank God this game has rapid fire. R1. Lock. Hold to stay in place for 8-way aiming. So, I can hold R1 and just... Anyway, hit that target. Destroy that. Parry slap. Press jump while airborne to nullify or interact with pink objects. This also builds your super meter, so you can see that's pink, so I can jump onto it. Press X again. I guess a lot of people have trouble with the parrying, or at least when they do when they start. I never really did. I mean, there was a couple of stages where certain objects were a little hard. Anyway, resurrect. Revive your dead pal with a well-timed parry on the ghost. 2-player mode only. So you can see you parry their heart, bring it back to life. I've never had to do that because I've never done this in 2-player. EX move, an upgraded attack that requires 1 super meter card. So, you press triangle. You get a little super move like that. Eventually we will get abilities where if you saw my little meter down there, I'll just kind of... So you can see whenever I parry, I get a card in the lower left. When you get all 5 like that, you eventually get like these really super moves. Coins. Collect coins to purchase items from the shop. And exit. So that was the tutorial. Let's see. Options, controls. Are my controls still on the default of what I had it on my last profile? So shoot, EX, shoot. And dash circle. Okay, yeah. I switched it to this just to be kind of like Mega Man X controls. So here we are on Inkwell Isle number 1. You can just wander around a bit. It's basically you want to go to the stages, fight the bosses, like talk to the NPCs. Hey fellas, looks like you're in for it now, eh? Well, I used to be the same way, always getting into trouble. Running, jumping, shooting. But now I prefer just strolling around and going to the pictures. But hey, let me give you a hand, take this. You receive 3 gold coins, very nice. And look, we got a shop right here. Pork Ryan's Emporium. Now, you've probably noticed the graphics. I mean, that was one of the big deals about this game, was they basically designed it to look like 1930s cartoons, kind of like Works cartoons, maybe the Max Fleischer, stuff like Betty Boop, stuff like that, Felix the Cat. And it looks amazing. Anyway, here we have the shop. I got 4 coins, chaser, long range, below average, no aiming required, basically a homing shot, a heart, an extra hit point. Gives you an extra hit, but weakens your attack power. Spread, 8-way, short range with great damage. If you can keep close to your target. So yeah, it basically shoots like 4 streams in a spread, but like you want to try and have it so all 4 of the spreads hit the target to do the most damage. Smoke bomb, invisible dash. You will not take damage during dash. A great maneuver. Yes, very great. That's pretty much what I used most of the time. Roundabout. Great coverage with average damage. Aim backward for maximum range. Anyway, you can also see where it says EX. That's sort of like your special move with that type of shot. That's like an 8-way spread. That kind of gives you a little shield. I never used it much. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to need the... I'll just get the spread for now. So you can see I bought one and another thing showed up, the lobber. I will definitely be needing that later. You got to equip those new purchases if you want to use them. Look at your equip card, you bums. Let's press triangle. So you got your little card here. Shot A. I got my little pea shooter as my default. Got my spread. You can change it so your other ones are your default, but For now, I'm going to put that in slot B. So you got your slot for your super. These are little charms you can buy, kind of like the Twin Heart, and your list of the contractors. So you can see something like this. This is a stage. Botanic Panic, the Root Pack in Botanic Panic. Simple and regular. But I'm going to go fight somebody else first. Actually, first I'll show you this. Forest Follies. You can see where it says run and gun. These aren't like the regular stages. These are actually like an actual stage. Like you actually run and gun, like as it says. It's not just a boss like these. Anyway, I believe I'll start up here. Goopy Legrand in Ruse of an Ooze. Regular.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go!
So you can see he kind of just jumps around in his first stage. Eventually he'll stop and attack you like that, but it's pretty easy to dodge him. Just kind of be careful. Pay attention to how far he's actually jumping. You can duck under that. So you can see I'm using the spread. Oh, now he's about to change into a second form. I'm going to parry these question marks. It's basically just a bigger version. I'm going to switch back to this so I can use some of my specials. Oops. Didn't mean to aim that diagonally, but took a hit. And now third form. Basically, he turns into this tombstone. He just kind of runs around. Every once in a while, he'll come down and try and slime me like that. It's really easy to dodge. I'll usually just stay still. I'm gonna let him do this. Maybe I'll use my spread. I got him with all 8 of them. Yeah, you want to be careful when you're using your specials. As you can see, not too tough. Early boss. I mean, heck, he's even kind of designed after the slimes from the Dragon Warrior games. You can see you beat a boss, you get your results. Anyone that's like in yellow, I think that means I got the best, or like I'm within the best range. So my HP bonus, you can see it's white, but I still got an A minus. So I got that. Soul Contract. You got the Goopy Legrand Soul Contract. So you can see a little path opened up. Also, I'll show you something right here. There's a little shortcut. Takes you to the second run and gun stage of the Isle. I'll talk to this guy. What you looking at? My chip? Huh. It's not my fault. I've been busy fighting off those casino debtors. Now I gotta save up to have my blade fixed. So help me, I wish someone would bust that King Dice one. So here's another boss right here. But I'll go back this way. Now, I don't believe you actually need to do the run and gun stages in order to advance, but these are where you kind of find your coins at. So try this. Maybe I should have got the smoke bomb first.
You're up!
Also, for these running gun stages, there are pacifist runs you can get if you want to, like, basically get a perfect parry off of that. Basically, you get them by not shooting ever during these stages. So you can see you kind of need a parry above to get that. Okay, I forgot if those fell through the stage or not. You can see sometimes those mushrooms will shoot out pink projectiles. Here we have kind of a mid-boss, the acorn maker. Just make sure you're not under those guys. And there we go. Not an A+, unfortunately, since I got hit. And I maybe took too long, potentially. Oh, no. But hey, still got an A, and now I've got 5 more coins. Oh, okay. So I guess they open up more paths. So I'm gonna go back to the shop and get the smoke bomb. So I got parry sugar. The first move is the first parry move is automatic. All you need to do is jump. I tried that out once in one boss stage. Didn't really need it. So I'm gonna go ahead, equip that smoke bomb. Let's see, the root pack and botanic panic.
This match will get red hot. It's on!
So you can see we start fighting this potato. He just shoots these dirt clods, and then the last thing he shoots is a worm that you can parry off of. Now he's shooting him faster. Faster still. Whoops. As you can see, the spread takes care of him pretty fast. Second guy is this onion. I believe his name is Ollie Bulb. If you don't shoot him, he actually eventually goes away, and then you go straight to the final phase of this fight. As you can see, he's got some pink tears that you can parry off of. I usually don't. And now the third phase. Chauncey Chantney, I think his name is. Basically a carrot. He shoots these projectiles at you. Then he'll eventually start shooting like psychic powers at you. You can just dodge them. So, dodge. Oh yeah, I better use my specials. Come on, there we go. Oh no, I missed the one parry, so this ain't gonna be an A+. These guys are actually the ones I got my S rank on expert mode in order to get that trophy. And you do get a trophy for getting A- ranks or higher on all the bosses. So if you are going for the platinum, you know. Nice. Got the root pack soul contract. Harumph. I'll be a monkey's uncle if I'm putting my moolah in the bank. For all I know, the devil probably controls the place too. They'll never get a hold of my gold if I spread it all around. And if some Joe happens to find a coin or two, good for him. That's what I say, Harumph. Now it's kind of giving you a clue. I think there's like 4 or maybe 5 coins kind of spread out, hidden around on the overworld map. Just kind of, because you can see you kind of go behind trees and stuff. I think the one on this, I think one of the ones that's on this aisle is over on the other side. Can I get to it from here, actually? Maybe not yet. Anyway. Ribby and Croaks and Clip Joint Calamity.
Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes.
As you can see, got these two frogs. This shorter one's about to shoot like Hadoukens, basically. You can see some of them are pink. Whoops. Did not mean to jump there. This fight might actually take me a couple. Now, this one's going to start shooting flies at you, fireflies at you. So I just use the spread to take care of them. As you can see, I'm not too concerned with parrying. Alright, second phase is about to start. He's going to roll over here. Now the one on the right's going to turn into a fan, kind of blow you back sometimes, while he kind of shoots these little orbs at you. Now third phase, you turn into the slot machine. You can't actually damage it until it opens up. You open it up by hitting the arm, basically, which unfortunately does not count towards the parry. So the slots roll, and depending on what they are, you'll get a certain attack. Oh yeah, better just hold. I'm not going to concentrate on doing my... I'm just going to try and concentrate on dodging, especially since I got hit earlier. Dang it, too early. This one's not too bad, I don't think, to dodge. I mean, it's basically the same thing over and over anyway. Frogs. So these ones are just basically... I mean, there's no hazards on the platforms, it's just they come out faster and faster as time goes by. Oh, there we go. I did beat him on my first try, how about that? As you can see, it took too long. And I didn't get no parries. Got the Ribby and Croak Soul Contract. So here... Nope. Anyway, I'm gonna go down here now. Be gone, spirits. Oh wait, you're real. I was about to hit you with the old parry move. That's how you deal with ghosts around here. Only a nitwit tries shooting someone who ain't really there. Speaking of not being places, would you fellas mind moving on? You're spooking the fish. It's kind of giving you a clue of how to, you know, deal with the ghosts in the mausoleum. There's 3 of these, one on each aisle.
Here comes a spooky punch. Now go!
Basically what happens is these ghosts are trying to get to this chalice in the middle, or the urn. Just parry them. Don't let them get to it or you automatically lose. Now there is a trophy for parrying 5 times without hitting the ground. And then another parry trophy, like for parrying a certain amount of times. Like just all together. I tried getting the 5 times without hitting the ground in the tutorial, but that didn't work. I actually got it on the 3rd one of these. So there's another run and gun stage where you can kind of do it. As long as you're good at parrying, this shouldn't be too hard. Like especially this first one. They're all pretty basic. These little ones kind of move faster, you can see.
Victory!
And like that. Gosh, I don't know how to thank you boys for saving me. Where are my manners? I didn't even introduce myself. I'm known as the legendary Chalice. Pleased to meet you. I was searching for magic and got trapped by those ghosts. Speaking of magic, please accept this gift. It should help. There are other mausoleums around Inkwell Isle. I just wonder. You unlocked a new super. So now we have our first super move. Dear me, I mustn't forget that magical super arts have to be equipped in the menu before use. So you go to super, you can see Super Art 1, Energy Beam. A devastating attack spills from your head, horizontal only, ground or air. Basically that means you can use it while you're jumping. It's basically a big Kamehameha. Gonna go ahead and equip that. So we got what? 2 more bosses? What's that? You two want to fly in a plane like I do? Ha. You're not sitting in any cockpit till you study those blueprints. Aeroplane blueprint. Oops. See. Basically, similar controls. Square to shoot, hold for rapid fire. Triangle for special, 1 meter is your EX attack, full meter is super bomb morph. Basically you turn into a bomb like that, then you just run into the enemy, do a lot of its damage. It's also good because you're kind of invincible while you do it. Let's see, cross, parry. Press at any time to nullify or interact with pink objects. Circle, shrink. Hold to reduce size and increase speed, equipped with mini bullets. But yeah, you're faster and you can still shoot, but they're like small bullets, they don't travel as far and they don't do as much damage. There is a trophy for beating one of these bosses with those small bullets only. As you can see. So it's the regular super, and here's the super bomb morph. Hildeberg and Threatening Zeppelin. This is the first plane boss.
Good day for a swell battle.
Alright, first phase. You can see she's got these little blimps that come out and fire at you. Oops. I want to go parry that one. Those green ones shoot spread shots, I believe. And you can see she'll like laugh at you, and the laugh will actually hurt you. So now she transforms into this bull. Just kind of floats up and down. Every once in a while she'll come and try and gore you. Back into her regular form. And oh yeah, as you can see, sometimes you'll have objects in the foreground that get in your way. Shoots a tornado now. Kind of homes in on your location, but you just want to try and get out of the way as best as you can. Alright, now she's changing into the Gemini form. So yeah, she'll shoot that little thing at you. She'll shoot that, basically that fireball at you, and then kind of shoots in either clockwise or counterclockwise. Anyway, I'm going to use my super arts. I'd say stay to the side and then wait to see if it's going to shoot up or down. Okay, got out of there fine. And you can see we got more little planes coming at you. And her final form, she changes into this moon. You can see we got stars coming. She'll sometimes stick her head out like that. And then we got these UFOs. If they're red, they shoot. They shoot when they're directly under you. These brown ones shoot right before you get under them, basically. But you can see I took care of her. Surprisingly, I legit thought I was gonna get beat. Oh wow, 2 minutes exact. Yeah, it's a little harder to play when you're recording or doing audio. You got the Hilderberg Soul Contract. I was fairly certain there was a coin hidden somewhere behind one of these trees. I'm gonna go back real quick and just see if I can find it. I was pretty sure there's one on this island. And as you could probably guess, there are trophies for like getting all the coins and buying all the stuff in the shops. Oh well. Anyway, I'll just... Is it over here? Maybe it's down there. Anyway, Cagney Carnation and Flora Fury. Oh yeah, maybe I should actually go and do that run and gun first, actually. Nah, I'll do this guy first. Or, you know, do this boss fight.
Good day for 12 minutes. Here goes.
So you can see it's basically a big flower. You got these 3 platforms you can stand on. If he turns into a fist, pay attention to whether he's up or down, because then you want to get off of that layer. Mostly he just turns into that Gatling gun type thing. Shoots those seeds become different types of plants depending on what color they are. Eventually he'll open up his oops. Kinda open up his hands, either shoot those 3 acorns, whoop, get down. Or one of those blue boomerang type things that'll basically go across the top and then the bottom. Whoop. I want to parry that. Anyway, those pink ones gonna make like a little brain little guy that kind of floats. Anyway, I'm on this second or this last phase. Oh shoot. Okay, good thing I had the smoke bomb equipped. You can see in this phase, you kind of shoot. Better just use my super. You can see he's got some pink ones that he shoots out. Oh yeah. You also do want to be careful when you use your supers or your EXs, just because you do kind of fall back sometimes. And there we go. That's a siren. Police siren. Maybe you guys won't hear it. Still an A-. You got the Cagney Carnation Soul Contract. Anyways, is it down here? Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it looked a little yellow over there, but can't really see too good. Because I just wasn't hitting the right spot. Anyway, got this final run and gun. Treetop Trouble.
Now go.
These little roly-polies, some of them are pink, so you can just parry off of them. Got these woodpeckers to watch out for. Whoops. As you can see, I had to parry just to get that. Just to get that coin. All right, second phase. Vertical climb. There's a coin right there. Basically, got these little flies that kind of bother you. Got these little guys, or these tree totems, basically. There's a coin up there. Alright. So you can see if you jump, you just saw right there, if you jump on those things, those bugs holding the leaves, you can get a fireball that comes up from above, burns his leaf and his wings, makes it so you can't step on him for a while. I will say though, the one bad thing about these smoke bombs is when you dash, you can't see yourself, so it can make it a little difficult to kind of land. Like, just to see where you're going to land at. You can see right there. Anyway, we got a little mini boss right here. Oh shoot, I forgot I was using that. Whoops. Who invited you into our tree? Only members are welcome, you see. Anyway. Unfortunately, no checkpoints. I forget if you gotta get all the coins again, though. Oh, okay, yep. Ah, there, got it without getting hit this time. But I took a hit anyway, so no big deal. And you can see these guys kind of shoot pink projectiles sometimes. So if you care about getting that A score on these. I might not do it this time either. Shoot, thought the bottom one was gonna was gonna go for it.
It's on.
It made the parry sound. I still got hits. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and retry.
Here goes.
I do find it easier to parry things from the top. Alright, made it through the first part unscathed. Yeah, I forget these flies can take a good bit of damage. I guess I could always try and take these out from afar. I'm about to get my super, so this guy shouldn't be too much trouble. And I believe that's the end of the stage.
Bravo!
Depending on the time, this could be an A+. Oh, didn't get enough parries. I bet it's still an A. So you can see that opens up some stairs. I got 8 coins now. I'm definitely going to want the lobber for one fight. Charge. I never used the charge, honestly. Don't even use the roundabout that much. See, is there anything where I really need the chaser? Even the chaser, I mostly just use that on expert just so I can focus on dodging. So I'll just get the heart. Oh yeah, plus there's coffee. So I'm gonna definitely get that next. Alright, so you can see we got all the contracts. That means we can go on to Inkwell Aisle 2. Kind of took the long way there. The Dye House.
I'm Mr. King Dice. I'm the gamest in the land. I never play nice. I'm the devil's right-hand man. I can't let you pass, 'cause you ain't done everything. Bring me those contracts, come on, bring them to the king. If you haven't finished your plan, haven't worked assiduously, no, I cannot let you pass. Don't you mess with me. Don't mess with King Dice. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with King Dice. Don't mess with me. I'm Mr. King Dice. He just what I say. The devil has his price, and I'll make sure you pay. Don't have time to mess around, and I hope you will agree. Bring me those contracts pronto. Don't you mess with me. Don't mess with King Dice. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with King Dice. Don't mess with me.
So you can see, you can kind of just let him sing a song. And I'm not sure how, I mean, anybody that's watching this, I'm not sure how much you know about 1930s entertainment, but King Dice is obviously based off of Cab Calloway, who, if you've seen Blues Brothers, he's the guy that plays the old guy from the orphanage. He sings Minnie the Moocher, which is one of Cab Calloway's, like, most well-known songs. Anyway. Well, ain't that a pip? Looks like you boys really put the kibosh on them debtors. You can head over to the next aisle. Plenty more marks for you to lean on there. So that's Inkwell Aisle done. I think I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time.